Good evening, everybody, and welcome once again to the Dondi and DeVarreux show. I am your girl, Val DeVarreux, and I am accompanied by my brother from another mother.
Prince Dondi, how are you? It's great to see you again, I tell you, my friends.
Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. On today's episode of Dondi and DeVarreux, we're going to entitle this episode, Stop Wasting People's Time. Now, before we begin, people, don't forget to hit that like, share, and subscribe button so that you do not miss what I say, Dondi?
That's me now. Nothing.
Of the Dondi and DeVarreux show, because we keep it all the way live. Loud, live, and in color, baby.
Indeed.
So when we say stop wasting people's time, I'm talking about when you meet somebody,
Yeah.
you go in the door. I know for me as a woman, and Donnie, you tell me if this applies to guys too. But when I meet a guy, I know immediately what I want to do with this fella.
That is an amazing factor, and I want to truly comment on that. That makes very much. Every day you learn something new about yourself, and I know there was once a sign that says proceed with caution, and I do know what proceed with caution means. Proceed with caution, check and see exactly what you want. But I want to tell you all something about that. That's something I want everybody to know. When we proceed with caution, that means with good sense, good set of mind. But when you proceed with caution, it doesn't mean to slow down
and take your
time.
time.
It means to R and R. I like to tell everybody this. This thing I always say to my newly found girlfriend. I always tell her, I said R and R. Recognize and to relate to it. It doesn't mean that you get to the point where it's that okay. Well, I'm a rest and relaxation. No. Recognize and relate to it. The fact of the matter is, I'm not gonna take much time with you because look. I've gotten to the point, strangely, and it just recently, and I say now like in a matter of like weeks, I've gotten to the point where it's that I'm not gonna take much time with you. I'm going all the way in on you. I'm going all the way in like a boxer goes into the ring and he throws a jab. So if anybody know about boxing, when you begin to box, you throw a jab and it makes the other boxer start over. Well, I want to add this and then I want to say this. We once had a boxer by the name of Sonny Liston, one of the greatest. I didn't know how great he really was until I actually checked out his life story the other night, and it was an amazing thing. I have a new line of respect for Sonny Liston. But because he would come in the ring and when he throws that jab, his jab was like a straight right hand. And it wasn't to make you start over, it was to knock your ass out. So my point is that when I come to the fact of the matter now, is how I approach relationships now. I come in, bam, there it is.
Well,
Next day, damn, there it is.
Don't do that.
And
that's why I wanted to do this show.
That's why I say it's newfound.
You and I both, we had situations where we wasted an entire year, people.
Oh yes, most definitely.
We wasted an entire year. You know how long that is?
That's 12 months. That's a very long time.
You know how much you can
days.
accomplish?
Exactly.
How much you can do in a year?
Exactly. An awful lot.
Awful lot.
You can success or fail greatly in 1 year.
In 1 year. That can make you or break you.
Exactly.
And I just don't understand why adults, so-called adults, you come into a situation and you come in under false pretenses, lying. You talk that old okie doke. You say everything you think the person want to hear. Stop wasting people's time. I got a little something that I wrote, and I put it on the gram actually for people. And I'm gonna improvise a little bit because it's a little profanity in it. But anyway.
Say what it is. It's the show.
We got parental value to warn on this show.
Just like you said.
Okay.
Give him the whole nine.
I'm going to give it to you raw.
It is.
Per request, okay?
Yeah.
Fuck beating around the bush. If sex is all you want, make that shit clear. Okay? If you want a relationship, make that shit clear. If you want somebody to talk to while your significant other is acting up, make that shit clear. Stop using people. Make it clear in the beginning, and you won't have problems in the end.
Yeah, that's true.
That's very simple.
And I find that to be profound. That's very profound. And the thing about it, I find it greatly profound. As a matter of fact, I don't say this profound, greatly profound, because you find so many people that are so phony and fictitious with it. Trying to play like the, what do you call it, fattening the frog for the snake. He's trying to be so sly, and he go ahead and back the frog. But my point, I've learned this so much now, and I told you, I said in the beginning, I said I just learned this like weekly. A few weeks ago, I started deciding this in my mind, my spirit, my body, and my soul. I've had a couple of tragedies. I'm sure a lot of people have tragedies in their families. But one particular tragedy is happening to me right now in my family. You're letting me know that life is not promised and owe you a goddamn thing. So the fact of the matter is, go get it, and go get it now. What you gonna do?
Let's go.
What you gonna do? So the fact of the matter is, I go into a relationship now, I go different.
And I'm a breast cancer survivor. I don't have time to waste.
There you go. There you go.
That, you know, having beat breast cancer has given me a completely different outlook on life.
Right.
Until you sit in front of a team of professional doctors, surgeons, radiologists, oncologists, medical doctors, and they tell you, you're not going to live. Until you hear those words spoken to you, you might not have this revelation that I had. But I had this revelation. And I told them that day, I said, I'm not going to die. I ain't ready to die. You ain't the boss of me, and I ain't finna die. I got too much shit to do.
Right, there you go.
Point blank, period.
There you go.
And that's how I fought my battle, and that's how I won that bitch.
That's how you
and that's how I'm going into my relationships.
That's how you
I don't have time to waste with you.
Right.
If you feel like you want to talk to me, man up. Be man enough to talk to me. If you ain't man enough to talk to me, you see me in the door. I tell you, when I meet a brother, I meet somebody. I meet him in the door. I know if I want to talk to him or not.
Exactly.
I know what I'm going to do with that. I know where I'm going to go with that.
Exactly.
Is it the same way for you meeting women?
It's exactly the same. You know, I'm a strong believer. And like I said just recently, it's open up. See, we learn things as we begin to move in our life and in our time. We learn things. And the things in which we learn is that either you want it or you don't. It's like you're in a grocery store. Oh, I should get this. I should get. I want this tonight. Get it and go. If you're gonna get it, get it. If you're not gonna get it, then leave it the hell alone. Fact of the matter is, I come into it now, and I'm learning. You know, the older I get, I think the more impatient that I get.
Absolutely.
I get more impatient.
Yeah.
I mean, like, okay, well, tell me, goddammit, let's get to it and find out what it is. So that way we ain't got to play around with it. Tell me what it is. I'll accept it, or maybe I may not. You know, I used to have a thing that I said was a deal breaker.
What's that?
I had a thing once. I used to say it was a deal breaker. I did. And the thing about, I don't have a deal breaker now. I don't have it. It's what I feel that's a deal breaker at that moment. So it's not one particular thing. I used to have a particular thing. What? They'll tell you. We date a woman. She said, okay, then you like this, you like that, you like. Okay, what's the deal breaker? Because once the thing was, if you sleep with my woman, it's a deal breaker. I'm not going to talk to her. No, I don't want her no more. She didn't cheat on me. You know, so that's happened to me before in life as I'm beginning to move on. And then I talked to her again, and you know, so forth. I'm sure it happens to a lot of people. And if she do this, and I'm not going to. So the thing about it is that what I feel is a deal breaker at the moment when she does whatever she does is a deal breaker. It may be something when she dropped a piece of cheese on the floor. Damn it, that's a deal breaker. Get the hell out. You know, that's my damn logic. My logic now. I don't put a particular thing on it. I don't let anybody judge me for me, because it's something I may like, then they may not like, and it may be something in the thick of that mud that I like, and I'm going to keep that because it's something in which I like. You understand what I'm saying? With something I like, and if it's something that you like, stay with what you like, but don't play with yourself.
I can't understand why people play games like that, and I find that, I would expect younger people. And the only reason I'm not singling out younger people, but I'm saying younger people for lack of their experience. But I feel like when you're dealing with older individuals, you should be mature enough. I mean, to the point where you can come into a situation without playing games, without wasting somebody's time. Because you're wasting not only my time, you're wasting your time too. Because I'm moving forward at all times. I don't believe in moonwalking. I don't believe in being stuck in the snow and just spinning my damn wheels.
Right.
We ain't doing no burnouts and shit. That's just wasting rubber on the damn tread, on the tire. I don't believe in that nonsense.
That's understandable, but they do.
But that's nonsense.
That's what a relationship is.
And that's not
things you may not believe in your other spouse.
That's not a relationship.
That's
not. And then people always complaining, and people lie, and I think they lie to themselves. And I hear a lot of people saying it, like when we go out, we go to the cigar bar, I hear guys at the next table, ain't no more good women out here. Yes, good women out here, but you all playing games with the damn women.
Well, the thing about it is what
y'all playing games.
It's what you figure that's good, what you figure that is bad. It's what you. It's what you. But you can't let your friend. You can't let your friend or your friends predict to you what is the level of good. You can't let. See, I think that's what he mess up at. When they let a person predict to them what is the level at which it should be. That's when we mess up. She had to have 8 figures. He had to have 6, 7 figures. That's what we go wrong at. It's what you like. You like today, you may not like tomorrow. You may wake up, you may be in love with a person. I'm sure many of you all have. You've been love a person, wake up the next day, I don't love that person like that anymore.
But it's something we always say on this show, and it is so true. I have found it personally to be true. some people have been done wrong so long.
They forgot what right feel like.
They forgot what being done right feels
That's right.
like.
That is a fact.
They cannot even relate
true.
to it. I had a situation I was involved with someone who had been done wrong for so many years.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, several decades.
Yeah.
And was done wrong.
Yeah.
The whole thing, as
beat
it was,
down,
you know,
tore down, tore up,
the
tore
whole
out.
thing was just disrespectful, ungrateful, abusive emotionally, you know, verbally, and they was totally consumed by that abusive
exactly
relationship.
They thought that was how it's supposed
They
to go.
thought that was how it's supposed to go.
Yeah, exactly.
And when I would do little small nice things for the person,
yeah,
it would take them aback. They would be so surprised, like, "That's you did that for me, for real?"
You know,
and it was nothing to me. I'm like,
I'm guilty of that.
What is wrong with you?
I'm guilty. I'm guilty of that. I am guilty of that. I must say, because it amazes me when someone does something like that for me, because I've done for many others, and when I get into a relationship with a person does something, I'm like, wow, man, really, maybe I appreciate that. It's amazing.
You were with selfish people.
Well, that's the truth.
And when you find an unselfish person,
who gives to the relationship,
right,
it changes your idea on what it ought to be. You know, that's everything. And that's on every level. That's on every level. That's even sexually. Even sexually, when you begin to have a lover, or a partner, whatever, and they introduce you to different things sexually, you're like, wow. You know, women, guys too. I imagine guys too. But the thing about it, you like, wow, you never did that before, or you never did it like that before, and then the person never took their time like that before, and yet still seem like, oh wow, it wasn't like that. It changes everything.
You run into people who have been depraved and deprived of all of that. And when you come along and you try to introduce them to new things, I don't want to do that.
Yeah, well, that's a narrow mind. And I say this, I say that.
We ain't got to do all that.
That's because that's a narrow-minded.
So how can you stay with someone like that?
Well, that's your choice.
How can you stay with someone like that?
The choice is yours.
You're shortchanging yourself if you stay with a person.
That's my point. It so happened that you, as an individual, stay with that is because instead of having let's straighten it out, like Benny Lattimore said. Keith Lattimore said, let's straighten it out. The fact of the matter is, you want to straighten that situation. Hey, look, wait, let's straighten it out because this is what I like. This is what I like. Now, the thing about it is that if I like this, no matter what it may be, if I like this and I see that you're not a participant in what I like, then that's hindering me in whatever area because I have to go someplace else and I have to obtain it. I'm going to obtain it. Because the fact of the matter is, being a grown man in America, you're going to say, I'm not going to be deprived. We as people of color, we've been deprived of so many things. So during the course of a relationship, what makes a lot of people cheat, I will tell you what makes a person waste people's time because you're still a liar and thinking that they'll get it out of that individual. And when it comes down to the fact of the matter, they see they can't get out of that individual, not even at gunpoint. You have put yourself in a position.
Now you got to go cheat.
You put yourself in a position where now you're locked in with this individual. This person believing in you. So this person is not is conforming to what you want, what you're doing. So now you must put yourself in a position to say, look, I got to leave it alone.
You know what? But I used to work with a lot of guys like that who were married. They had married individuals. And, they would all say the same story. They were like, before we got married, everything was fine. We were doing everything. There was, nothing was off limits. And then it seemed like when we got married, everything shut down. I might get some on my birthday or Christmas or my holiday or something. But, that's what they said to me, because I would ask a couple of them, because I knew they were cheating, and I would ask them, why you cheat on your wife? And they would tell me, she don't want to do this, she don't want to give me none.
Well, the thing, let me tell you.
And they were locked in.
They figured that they're locked into it, they're married to it, so there's no way out. But let me tell you one goddamn thing. I want everybody to know this and hear me. And I would say it again, let me tell you one goddamn thing, because I want you to know this, understand this. I'm not talking fast, you people are listening slow. But my point to you is saying this, is that if I can't get it at home, I will get it in the streets.
And that is why they would tell me that they cheated.
Yeah.
Because, they would have different women come up to the job and stuff. Because at one time, I was working at the front, and women would come up there bringing them food and all that. I'm like, and then throw the food right in the garbage. Lady, stop taking me in food to your job. They ain't going to eat that. I used to feel so bad. They prepare it so cute and nice. And then you call them in and say, you got something waiting on you at the desk. and they come in and throw that shit right in God. Well, anybody want this?
Yeah,
okay.
because
they throw it right.
because wait, well, let me explain it. You got some cats. You got some cats that the person prepared it for. They're like, shit, that's the best meal I had. Now you ate it. My wife don't prepare it like that. I'm gonna eat that damn meal. Some of them will do that. But my point.
It wasn't many. It was a few. But they like, I ain't that shit.
But the thing about it is, see, it's a difference. It's a difference.
Really?
It's a difference. It's a difference when you're into it for fun. It's a difference. Sometimes fun outlasts the so-called love in what you had. Sometimes it will, man. I'm a person of a pursuit. I pursue things, and what I pursue, I want to enjoy the way I pursue them. I work hard, I play hard. And the thing about it is, it's only so long I'll accept a no. I'll understand. I'll try to understand it first. Second time, I guess that's it. And I said the third time, I'm like, okay, you know what? Fuck that. That's not working. I am going to move on to something else. I've made my mind up. Now, the thing about that whole situation is now, it is how this other individual want to accept it. I come to them now, and I tell them, I'm not feeling that, and this is what I want to do.
And let me ask you this, Dondi. Do you think that a relationship should move at a certain speed? Do you think that it should progress in stages? Or do you feel like, personally, I'm going to tell you how I feel. Personally, I feel like if we got that chemistry, if we hit it off like peanut butter and jelly, let's get it, let's go. Let's keep moving forward. Let's just do whatever we want to do, however we want to do it. So
Yeah.
what do you think about that? But I've run into someone who felt like the relationship was moving too fast.
Well, let me answer that. Look, me myself, I used to hear a lot of guys say, I never believed in this, actually. Slow down, don't do too much too fast. Well, goddamn, I got a whole bunch more left. So, if I slow this down, it's going to take forever for this part to get in there. So, I look at it like this. It's never a thing that's too fast. You move too fast with her. Well, if I move too fast with her, she's too slow and I need somebody else.
Okay.
I'm moving quick. I'm moving fast because tomorrow's not promised. I want you to remember this. I want you to hear this. I want you to do this. I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that. So, the thing about it, when you can't do this, then you moving too slow. You have a broken foot. So, obviously, you need some medical attention. I'm going to put you on the sideline. Now, when you come back, now I'm not assuring you that it's going to be the same way, but I am going to move at rapid speed. People see me do things. They just see me do things with a woman. They see me do things with one woman and not do it with no. Wow, he must like this woman. The fact of the matter is, I'm doing something with this woman because I'm preparing this woman for something else totally of a different level. You see, that's why I'm doing this. The fact that, he was really liking this woman, but he wouldn't even go that far with her. No, because everybody is different. You treat everybody differently. When a student is ready, a teacher will appear, not the other way around. If they're a student, they're ready. They say, hey, that person's ready. They seem like they're ready. It is not the conversation of the individual. It's what you feel about that individual, because sometimes a person, I say this then, I'll say it again. When the person looks at an individual, when a man looks at a woman, he sees the queen in her. It takes away the kid in her. When a woman looks at a man, she sees the king in him. It takes away the kid in him. So together, you have a king and you have a queen that's walking together, and a king and a queen can conquer anything.
But you have to be. I just find that I'm so disappointed in older men that I've run into. It's never all of anything, like you like to say, but I've run into allegedly grown men, and I said that allegedly. You grown in age, but not in your mentality.
Okay, well,
you
said men of color, right? Men of color.
Yeah, men of color.
All right. I want to expound on that. On that. I truly want to expound on what she's saying, because that is thoroughly true.
Yeah.
That is thoroughly true what she's saying. That is definitely true. Okay, my point is that you're right. She's 1,000,000% right on that. Gentlemen, I got to say that. I am going to step on that, and I do believe in that. And I see a lot of women of color who will tell you that. A lot of women of every color will tell you that, because let me tell you, I want to give you a prime example. Prime example. You take a man of color, and he's worked a job. And say he worked that job for 30 years, for an example. He's worked that job for 30 years, and he's getting ready to come up for his retirement. He comes for his retirement. All of a sudden, you see him. He goes, and first of all, what he does, if he has a house or whatever, he goes and then he begins to get a car. He goes and buys a car. Usually with his retirement pension, he goes and buys a car. The car he's always wanted. Not the car. Wait, no, you're a woman. No, wait a minute. Wait a minute. You speaking as a woman.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna tell you this. Now look, this is men.
Yeah, you're right. I know a lot of men.
No. Let me speak about this. Men.
Right.
Now I'm speaking all together about men. I'm speaking to all you men, black, white, and candy stripe. You dig? A black, white, and candy stripe. Usually, majority of the time when a man has a job and he's worked it 30 years, he's worked that job for 30 years, took care of his wife, raised his children, sent to college, so and so forth. When he retires, usually, if he don't have it already, his favorite truck or his favorite car, he goes and buys because it's something that he always wanted and he didn't want to go and slave for it and not be able to enjoy it. So the point is why a man does that, because that is his peace. When he has that vehicle, he's able to enjoy that vehicle. He's able to drive it, show his friends, man, look what I worked for. You can show them your house all day long, but how many people are really going to let you come over to their house? Because you got a wife in that house now. So the thing about it, I got a buddy of mine who just got a house recently, and the thing about it, no, listen to what I'm saying. So understand where I'm coming from. And he'll go, and I'm going to get to your point. He goes and he says, okay, well, I can't. Your guys tell me. They say, I can't smoke in my house. Chris, you smoke? Yeah, you goddamn right. I pay that bill.
Your house.
So it's mine. So my point is that when guys say, man, I can't smoke in my house, and I can't watch porno in my house, and I can watch it on my phone.
It's your house.
But no, seriously, if you got a wife,
See,
wait, hold on. If you have a wife, and this is what I'm saying, listen everybody, let's go back to what I'm saying. I say a 30-year man who has retired, who has done time in jobs and has retired. The first thing he's going to go and do, black, white, and candy stripe, first thing, if he don't have it, he's going to go and buy his favorite vehicle if he can afford it. That's what he's going to go and do. Secondly, he's going to go and find some place that's pastime where he can really enjoy it. Now, that's a man. It's men. Men of color are going to say one thing once they get to their part where they're retired and he's done all that and he knows about that and he's did that, done that, and he takes the wife. First of all, she's going to order him, and I said order. She's going to order him to take her out of the state, out of the country, and on a big old trip way around here, Europe and wherever else, and where here and there, and buy this bag and that bag because he has money. He's retired now. So what she wants to do, she want to put her grips and her fangs into him most of the time. There's never all of anything. I want you all to understand what I'm saying. I said most of the time if he's married. Now, watch where I'm going with this. When you come to talk to this man, of color, hey, Jimmy, how you doing? Hey, man, how you doing, brother? What's going on with you? Oh, ain't you retired? Yeah, I sure did. Yeah, gave them people all that time, and all I got is memories and a go watch. But he going to tell you that. He gonna take you out to the garage. He gonna show you that. You smoke your cigar. Hey man, put that down. Come my wife in there. You know I don't want to smoke the boy.
Ain't nowhere in the hell that.
Hey. I'm telling you what it is. I'm not gonna tell you. Wait. Hold on. Listen to me.
What happened to the man? Is the head of the household.
Listen.
What happened to the king of the castle?
Listen to me.
That's a Bible.
Listen. If
what?
Hey, look.
What Kevin Samuel said is true. That's why these heifers by the goddamn
if you listen to what I'm saying, see, I ain't gonna tell you something in which I want it to be. One thing, I'm not gonna tell you something I want it to be, something I want it to be, something it should be, and the way it's over wherever else. I'm telling you, in America today, this is how this is gonna read out. And you're gonna say, hold on, let's go out back and we can sit out there for a minute. If it's nice outside, you can smoke a couple sticks, and you're gonna say, hey to the missus, you're gonna come out there and wave one time to you, hey, how you doing? Whoa. That's gonna be in your ass back inside that house that he paid, he bought, he paid for, he bred it, whatever he did to it, he got that house. Now he gonna tell you about his car, he gonna talk about that car. Now you gonna say, what you gonna do now? You gonna say one thing.
What?
Man, shit, I'm retired. Now I'm gonna sit back and let my kids bring them grandkids over here.
You know
and he gonna drive his car every weekend, and he gonna let them damn grandkids run all around the damn house, and he gonna come back and see him a year later. He's gonna be 20 pounds bigger. Come back and see him 2 years later. He's gonna be 40 pounds bigger. And then well, no, this is majority, and I didn't say there's all.
You saying men of color?
Mass majority of men of color.
Yeah.
There's never all of anything, but so you come over there, and you say, hey man, what's your hobby? Man, I ain't got no damn hobby. We gonna shoot the pool? Yeah, well, I'm gonna put a table in the basement. He gonna put a table in the damn basement. He put the damn pool table in the basement. Now, every bit of that first 2 weeks, that nigga gonna be down there shooting like he's fucking, what you call it, Minnesota Fast. 2 weeks now.
Oh, Lord.
After 2 weeks go by, you gonna go past me, I'll go in, and you go out there gonna have cobwebs on them. Yeah, but what about shoot? Man, my back get to hurting. I get up late, ain't got time for that. My wife's still working. But look at here, man. I'm gonna go on here. I guess I'm gonna run on down here into the cigar bar and sit down there and smoke for a minute. I'm gonna come on back. That's what you're gonna do. Now, on the other token, the other man that ain't black man most of the time, 98% of the time, 98% of the time, everybody. You know what he gonna say? He gonna say he done retired. And before he retired, what you into now? Well, you know, I'm over here now. I'm running the other company right now. We just crossed 500,000 and I'm pushing up better. And we gonna. And where you going? Well, I don't know. I'm gonna send a wife and her friend. They're going over Europe. And what you gonna do? Well, I got 3 more companies I'm trying to put together here. And hey, come on over and help me out because I got this other idea. You know what? I got a multi-million-dollar idea. You got a couple $1,000 you can put into this. It's gonna make you. He's gonna be on top of that. Fact of the matter is, I had a buddy of mine who once told me, "Hey man, I worked enough in slavery." Nigga, you didn't work a day in slavery. Your ancestors did. Don't you try to take credit for what somebody else did now. The fact of the matter is that that's shiftlessness. So my point to you is that in a relationship, the same type of thing and mentality plays out. He done dealt with Sally and Susie and Mary. You see what I'm saying? He done married Mary. And Mary and Sally and Susie done used him. So by the time he get to Mary ain't to marry in which he thought he wanted to marry. He wanted to bury her ass. And then, after he get to it and see that she's the real bitch, and he's like, I don't really like her, he's in that. Now she got him verbally, mentally burnt out. So by the time she realizes that she is still got a little flinger there, you know, maybe a little snow on the roof, but there's still fire inside of the fireplace, and somebody done took her and got them and opened it up, you know what I'm saying, and let her see her goodies again. By the time that happens, he goes back into his shell. You know, and she don't love me for everything, and she don't take everything she got from me. But what he has now, you have a shell of a man.
You absolutely right.
You have a shell, so you're not having a man.
Wasting other people's time.
Well, the thing about it, he don't understand. He's wasting your time. He like this here. He like a blind man, and you just leave him alone. And no. They said it's gonna fall over there too far on the left. But the fact of the matter is that you have to have this zeal in your body. And I've learned this. Every relationship I get into, they'll tell you. Everyone I get into act like it's a brand new one.
It is a brand new one.
No. No. I understand that. Wait. What you say? She said, "What? It is a what?"
It is a brand.
Okay, now, but everybody don't treat it like that. They'll tell you, "Take your time with that woman. 'Cause I know what a woman do." You don't know what that woman will do.
Right. Exactly.
You don't know what that man will do.
Exactly.
But you know what people sometimes do. And just because you've been done wrong by somebody, don't mean the other one gonna do you wrong.
Exactly, but that's what.
So what
I've run into with these older men.
What you said? When you say older men, let me explain that to you. They're older and beat and tatted. So the fact that matters
Don't leave out
well, think about it is that when he's tatted, you're weak.
You weak.
So the fact that matters when he's tatted and he's weak and he's beaten down and he has no drive.
I have no respect for you then.
Well, of course you don't.
I don't have no.
Because you come. You know why? Because you coming in it fresh. And all your ties. All your ties to your past relationships are cut off. So what it is that a man, most men of color, let's add that again, let me put it in there again, in parenthesis, most men of color, they have this thing called the hope, H-O-P-E train, hope train.
Hoping she come back?
Hoping that she come to hell back. And she long gone. The thrill is gone, like B.B. King said. The thrill is gone. They got the hope train coming on. And then his wife would call him up on the phone. Hey, I done cooked the plate. The nigga jump about his goddamn bed. Boxers on. Throw a robe on. Drive over. Can you hear the kid bring it by for me? And she bring, yeah, your mama still cook good. What's she looking like today? That's what he say. He said, what the hell different does it make she look what she look like today? She ain't looking like it for you. Get your ass out of that place and where you are, men. Get your ass out of that place and realize that the thrill is gone. Go and get you another. Go and get you another and live it like it's never had been before, because that's going to be a first time with that individual. It's the first time with that individual. See, I could be with many women in my life, but it's the first time I'm with this individual, that individual. My first time. So the thing about it is the first impression is everything.
Treat somebody according to their deeds, the way they act, the way they treat you, the way they make you feel. And I run into these damaged people who they want to blame you for what's been done to them. That wasn't me. I ain't do that. I wasn't there. I wasn't a part of it. And it's not gonna happen with me. And that's why I don't have time to waste with you. So I find myself, okay, next. Next. Well, I'm not wasting no more time with you.
And that's fine. And I thoroughly agree with that. Because the thing about when you waste your time with that, you got nothing else left.
Right.
It's exhausting.
It is.
It's thoroughly exhausting.
It's thoroughly exhausting.
It's thoroughly exhausting. And the thing about something about being exhausted, I know you all see me lighting this cigar with this lighter right here. I don't usually do this. I do have a torch. Okay. I do have a torch. The thing about it, I'm lighting this because I left my torch out of here. So I'm lighting it with this. So all you cigar smokers, what are you smoking? No, hold up, shut up. I'm lighting this with this lighter, which is a very no-no. I'm doing it because I'm lighting and I'm smoking. And I know you don't supposed to light it with a lighter. I do know that. I've been smoking since Jesus was a baby. But so I'm lighting it with that right there. So I just wanted to throw that comment in there for you.
People, if you want to chime in, if you want to tell us your 2 cents, how you feel about people wasting your time, call us at 872-307-3828, 872-307-3828. We'd love to hear your comments.
Yeah,
your questions or your concerns.
Of course.
It just bothered me that, we were having that conversation and we both realized we wasted a whole damn year with people. And in the door, when you come in the door, what you're going to do, you know what you want to do, you know what you have in your mind. So why not just be honest? What are you afraid of? Well, I can't respect a grown adult person with children that's afraid to speak their mind. Because how are you someone's parent? How are you raising another human being to be a productive person in our society? And you are afraid. Well, you're afraid to live your own truth, so they say. Tell your own truth. Be honest. If you scared, you know what? I really like you. I want to spend time with you, but I'm scared. I've been hurt so bad. I don't really want no relationship. I just want to spend time. Then that's something else that you want. That ain't a relationship.
Okay, with that particular piece and what you're saying right there, I want to know, would that work?
It would work with me.
Okay.
Because now you giving me the option if I want to deal with you or not. But when you lie to me and tell me that you want a particular thing, and then I engage with you, I indulge you, I'm like, okay, well, I go with that. I work with you on that. Let's keep, we'll do that.
Let me ask you.
Let's do it.
Let me ask you this.
But some people don't. They're not honest.
You know what? I do agree with that. So my thing is, not years ago, but just recently, we just had a show we did, and it was like we were wondering what was the time frame in a relationship. Should you call it? What you all should whatever.
Should you call it a relationship?
No, which you basically moving on to another level. What it was a time frame. That's what we were basically dealing with before. Remember, we had that situation. We said, okay,
but see, that's why I just asked you that question. I don't per se believe in moving at a certain speed. If you, it's like finding a needle in a haystack to find somebody you really click with. It really is. I mean, you be fucking hard pressed to find someone that you gel with, somebody who you can just meet, and it's like, that you the yin and they the yang, y'all complete each other's sentence. You will be hard pressed to find that in today's society. So when you do find that, I'm not going to sit up there and put no time constraints on it. I'm not going to sit up there and fuck that up. You know how hard that is to find? It's hard to find that. So I'm going to take that shit and I'm going to run like I'm FloJo, baby.
Yeah, it is.
Let's get it, let's go.
You hitting all levels right there. You're hitting all levels because the thing about it is
we don't play no game because with me, what you see is what you get. I'm going to be real with you in the door. I don't have no hidden secrets. I ain't got no hidden agendas. I don't need you for anything. I may want you for some things, but I don't need you. So I'm not coming in the door with any hidden agendas. I'm not trying to come up off nobody because I'm already up. what Cardi B say. If it's up, then it's up, then it's up. I'm there, baby. Okay? So I ain't looking for you for that.
Yeah.
But don't come to me, you know, talking about you up there too and your ass down here and you still scrambling. You know, I don't have time to play with you. I'm a progressive person. I believe in moving forward. I don't want to play no games, and it's too hard to find somebody. And you find somebody that you click with like that, you better hold on. Because you're not going to find it no more. You ain't going to find nothing better. You ain't going to find nothing better. You're going to be like,
You're going to find something worse.
You're going to find something worse. And then you're going to be talking about, damn, I messed that up.
Yeah,
you sure did.
That's true. And the thing about it, it's hard.
Sure
it's so hard. It's so hard to come back if you.
It is. It's hard because so hard. Once you click, I mean, you click with somebody and you know y'all. It's it. Hey, it's hard to find somebody that think like you. Mm-hmm. You know, want the same things that you want. Just hard to find somebody that's real.
Wow, ain't it, man?
It's hard to find somebody that's real.
That is so.
People hide behind this facade.
Yeah,
they present to you who they want you to think they are. Mm-hmm. And you know, and that's the problem I have with men because I'm real. I'm real. I'm not going to coddle you. I'm not going to baby you. This is who I am. I'm an alpha female. Either you like me or you don't. I really don't care.
I get it. You know
what I'm saying?
I'm feeling you. I mean, I was feeling you on all levels. I do understand that thoroughly because the thing about it is that if it's there, if the feeling moves you, you know, let me groove you. Like Marvin Gaye said, you let your love come out. You know, if the feeling moves you, let me groove you. But the fact is it's a very true thing because if you're wasting that time, and another person who's ready steps up and he takes that position, he steps up and takes that position. And then what happens when the other person that's there? Oh no, I'm gonna give him another chance. And the women do that an awful lot.
See, I don't believe in that. I don't believe in that.
Okay, that's okay. That's another thing.
X is an X for a reason.
Yeah.
You remember all those reasons why you made that an X.
Yeah, but a lot of times
people have come back to me and say they've changed. No, you still you. You still you. But by that time, what happened, what transpired between us before, changed the way I feel about you as a person. You think I want to come back and start all over again and give you another chance to do the same shit again?
Wow.
You were good in the beginning.
Wow.
So you come back to me a second time, and this has happened to me. Matter of fact, every morning when we having breakfast, them texts that come through.
Oh yeah.
You know, people, I'm a different person. I'm different. Give me a chance.
Doesn't that just aggravate you? I mean,
it irritates my soul.
Because, you know, let me tell you all something also.
What's different?
The group text.
That's all it is.
What are you doing is that you throwing out all filters. You throwing out a net and see what you can catch. You know, the fact is that I don't want to waste my time. I'm not going to waste my time. You know, I don't waste no time. I mean, hey man, look. A song I wrote many years ago, and it says, a lot of love has come and gone. Some are right, some are wrong. But it hasn't changed my point of view. When love dies, find one that's new. And I always say that. Because life itself is constantly moving. What is constant in this world is change. And if you do not change, you will get ran over. Change is certain. Change is for sure. Change is for sure. Change is for sure. So if you put yourself, ladies and gentlemen, if you put yourself in a position where you say, oh, I can't do this, or I'm waiting on Jimmy, I'm waiting on Timmy, I'm waiting on Mary, I'm waiting on Susan. The fact of the matter is they have not produced already. What are you waiting for? It is not, it's like watching paint dry. You just stand right there, just looking. And when it's all over said and done, it still is not going to make you any more happier than you were to begin with. You're putting yourself in a position to be hurt. And if you put yourself in a position to be hurt and you hurt in the end, that's your damn fault.
It's your fault.
It's your damn fault.
It's your fault because you knew what was there.
Exactly.
You knew what was there.
Yeah.
You know, you have nobody to blame but yourself.
Everybody has flaws. Let's put that out.
Yeah, everybody does.
Everybody has flaws. So if a person doesn't have flaws, they're not human, they're not a person. Everybody has flaws, so you got to feel like which flaw you're going to deal with. Which flaw is it that you choose? My dad used to have a thing, he always said, pick your poison. You know, he's all women are poison, pick your poison. Your mama poison, tell me they get poison. And I used to laugh, you know, with his kids. But it was fact. It's everybody has a poison.
Right.
And it's like a lesser of two evils. What are you going to pick? But the fact of the matter is,
you look at somebody over here, and you and it's like I always say, weigh your options. You know, do the pros and do the cons.
mm-hmm.
Do the pros and do the cons. If you got somebody over here that's got your back, this your ride or die. Whatever you want to do, however you want to do it, I'm there. I'm right there. I'm right behind you, 150%.
Yeah.
You know, somebody that's gonna be good to you, it's gonna be nice to you. You know, have your back in every situation. Gonna be respectful. You could be kind to you, compassionate. Or you got somebody over here. Oh, I've been loving them since I was a teenager. But this mother sucker over here gonna abuse your ass verbally, mentally. Gonna do the bare goddamn minimum for you.
And they been doing it since you were a teenager.
Yeah,
since you were a teenager.
And gonna want more and more and more and more from you. You know, you give them something.
I think that's a shot.
That's all right.
I think that's a shot. I think
know.
that happened to me.
Yeah.
That happened to me. And the thing was about, hey, what's true is true, baby. You got to take it, man. You got to take it. It's a shot. It's a shot. You got to understand exactly what it is. Recognize, relate. You know, R&R. Recognize, relate, not rationalization. I understand that. And relate to it. Relate to it. So I understand the left with it. Relate to it. I left it.
You a woman and you've been, you know, with men who treat you like shiggity.
Mm-hmm.
We know one beautiful lady. And she had a guy treated her like shiggity.
Oh, my God.
Like a dog. I'm talking about not putting hands on her, but he might as well
verbally.
But verbally. You know.
Masterful.
So disrespectful.
Yeah.
He was self-centered, self-absorbed.
Yeah.
You know, made it perfectly clear. Your problems ain't my problem.
Oh!
Don't even talk to me about your problems.
Did you?
I don't even want to hear that. That sounds like a personal problem to me.
And get up and walk out.
Yeah. And then you have a man offer you everything you said you wanted.
And then call you and say, come on, baby, let's do that.
Come on, let's do it then. You've been hitting at it for months. You hitting at it. I sure would, you know, I just got to be sure. Because, you know, I'm older now and I want this stability and this security. And, you know, I just really got to be sure before I do certain things.
And you got some women who will understand it. I understand. That's why I am. So I understand.
But what happens when you get the man?
The women tell you that they afraid.
And the man say, what the man said?
Man, look at here.
The man said, okay, all right, you want to be secure? You want to be stable?
Hey, man.
Go get your shit.
Hey! That's what I said. That's what I said. Hey, look at here.
Let's do this.
Look at here.
Let's be like Nike. Just do it.
Look at here. Look at here. Woo, man, look here. I brought a special friend to the show today, and she's not here at the moment, but she should pull up in a minute. But my point is that in this conversation, and see, it's good because she's here to actually exploit that nature of that other conversation with some other friend of mine. And I, you know, sometimes a person just need to hear this because you expose it to them
because
like that. Because hidden.
I want you to know, as an older woman, and you are an older woman, you're in your 50s. You're not gonna get that deal no more, sis. You ain't gonna get that deal no more, sis. I promise you ain't gonna get that deal no more.
That's a fact.
You ain't gonna get that deal. It's like a needle in a haystack. You getting that deal.
That's a fact.
Remember, I told my other friend that about the situation she had.
Yes, indeed. Told her.
I told her.
Hey, but they believe. See, the thing about it is that sometimes they trick themselves into believing
that they can get something better.
They can get something better because they got that. You know what I'm saying? You got that, so you think, I can do better.
Yeah,
sometimes you can't do better. Sometimes that's your height.
You better be realistic.
Sometimes that's the height of your game. That is where you are. That is what it is.
You better be real with yourself. You better be real with yourself. Competition is stiff than a mug out here.
Man, let me tell you.
And when you get in your 50s, baby, game over.
Let me tell you something.
You're not going to get that deal no more.
Let me clarify it.
I promise you ain't going to get it.
Let me clarify that deal for you. Let me clarify it. When you get 25, it's all bets off the table. Especially if you have any children. You get to 25 years old and you have any children, men or women, now both of you all, let me tell you, unless you all go get it, go and make it happen, you have your own, you build your own fortune. It is very, 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 and I do admit, it's very scarce out here. It's very scarce out here because ain't nobody giving you nothing.
They not.
They ain't giving you nothing. And
but you know, people like that, people like her and people like him who we know, mess it up for people like you and I.
yeah, you know, they do.
They mess it up because, see, we know nonsense type of people.
Yeah, exactly.
And we believe in, you know, living progressive lives, moving forward, always, you know, trying to achieve another level. It's never enough for me. And Donnie the same way.
Exactly. It's true.
It's never enough.
You got to keep on pushing because
we always reaching for more.
Always reaching higher.
No matter how high we may
reach
be.
for the sky.
We constantly reaching higher.
Reaching.
Okay, I can get to that level there.
Yeah, well,
you
let
know, we keep
that.
moving.
There you go.
But you know, when you run into people who, you know, they stuck where they stuck, and then they hang around, and you know they stay in your life for a little while playing the game, you know, and you look up and you done wasted a whole
and no scores up on the board.
None.
Now they score on the board. You have been playing for in a whole hour, which is
and you ain't made no progress.
No progress in the world at all. Nobody shot a free throw. Nobody shot a jumper. And nobody came to dunk.
Nothing.
Ain't nothing happening. Period.
And you
zero.
You knew you was on BS.
Exactly.
You knew that.
So you know the thing about it is like the carrot in front of the horse to make the person reach
right.
until he actually reaches that carrot. He ain't going nowhere else no more.
That's
I ain't going away. I got the carrot now.
That's how I feel about all the men talking about ain't no good women out
yes,
here.
It is good
yes,
women.
Yes, it is.
Yes, it is.
Yes, it is. But when you come across one,
and here's a secret.
You don't know what to do with her.
Let me give you a secret. The woman you dealing with was a good woman, but the fact of the matter is you didn't give her the right offer. You shouldn't give you the right offer. But she was a good woman. She's a good woman. They say, I'm a good man, I'm a good man, I'm a good man, I'm a good man, I'm a good man. But to who?
To who? Good to who?
To who?
Good to who?
That's the key. To who? We all good to somebody. The who are we good to?
Who are you? That's a matter of interpretation.
Exactly.
What's good to somebody?
I am a man.
It might not be good to me.
Well, we know you're a man, but the fact that we know you're a woman. We know you're a woman, but the fact of the matter is, who are you a good woman or a good man to?
And that's how I felt about that because that, you know, somebody I know thought the Swab down there was a good man. I'm like,
maybe to who though? And who gonna accept it? Well, the person makes, oh yeah, he's a good man. Well, okay, well that's what you accept. That's what you accept in your life, and that right there is what plays out in your life. That makes you happy because you understand that's a good man in your life, that's a good woman in your life.
Everybody's needs are different. I have limitations. I have expectations, and I have things that requirements that you got to meet. I'm just not going to accept any damn thing.
Yeah.
And certain women, they just so used to accepting anything. They think the smallest of things makes their man good.
Well, the thing about it is what she's used to also, because the thing about it is that, some of them say, well, I've been asked for so much. I've heard people say that, guys too. I've been asked for so much. I better ask for this. I better not do that. I better not do that because I don't want to frighten the person off. But is that what your heart desires? If your heart desires for you to ask for that, then ask for that. If your heart desires for her to ask
for what I want.
Well, see, that's my point. You'll also say, well, I do want, but I will accept.
And them cheating me.
Well, my point exactly. You find them saying this constantly. They'll say, I do want that, but I will accept. That's like a person buying a house. If you buy a house, what do you tell you? They say, well, you can afford it. You can get a house, get something like $250,000. You say, I don't want a quarter. I want something that's $500 million. Well, if you can afford it, then go for it. You know what I'm saying? Don't jip yourself. Don't jip yourself. You know what I'm saying? Don't
treat yourself.
Don't cheat yourself. There you go. But the fact of the matter is that we as a people, we put ourselves in our own bowl. We put ourselves in our own well. A frog in a well can't see the vastness of the world. A frog, I'll say it again so you all will know this, and I shall live by this continuously. Right. A frog in a well cannot see the vastness of the world because you know why? He's down there, he got a couple of lily pads down there, there's water down there where he's at. He's jumping around. He's jumping around so many feet, he's jumping up so high he can't go all the way out. He's seeing this is what's happening. This is what's going on today. This is what's going on in my life. But you put him out there into the pond where it's big, and he can go to acres and acres and acres out. Acres and acres. And he can go deep as he wants to in the water, up on top in many lily pads, and not just one. I guarantee you have a change frog. So this is how life itself is. We must remember one thing about it. We must get what we want.
You got to.
Get what you want.
Because look at everything around you that's happening. People are dying every day. It's like every other day there's a new variant of this damn coronavirus. People are dying at record speed from that. Then you got these fools out here carjacking. People dying at record speed. I just read an article yesterday. A little 11-year-old boy was murdered by a 12-year-old in Georgia. And witnesses say his 12-year-old brother witnessed it. He said that they were walking in a group. And the boy muffed his little brother and said, "Man, you play too much," and immediately took out a gun and shot his brother in the head. And it was a lady, a grown lady on the porch. She witnessed it. I mean, it's too much happening in the world. We don't know. Tomorrow is not promised to any of us. And it is unfair for you to waste people's time. If you want to be in a relationship, go for that. Make that clear in the door. If you just want a sex partner, hey, can we be friends with benefits or a buddy? You know, make that clear. You know, it's not hard. You'd be surprised the woman that'll go for that. Some women just want that. They've been so battered and bruised by a relationship, they don't want that no more, but they still desire male companionship.
It's true.
You know, so you'd be so surprised. I know a lot of guys may be afraid. But we talked about that before, because I was telling you before, I would just prefer if a guy tell me up front what he want.
Yeah.
If he say, you know, Val, I really feel you, you know, dig, but you know, I ain't really on no relationship shit. You know, I don't want no commitment like that, but you know, can we get together? Tell me that, so I can say yay or nay. And if I feel you the same way, then hey, we can make it happen. If not, I'm gonna say no, I ain't going down like that.
You don't want that for that particular
individual. I don't want that.
He's not the one.
But I promise you, fellas, if you be honest and upfront, stop wasting people's time. Men and women, stop wasting people's time.
Well,
you know, it's irritating, and you know, make people just, you know, I don't even want to deal with it, you know, no more. I'm like,
tired of it.
Yeah.
Exhausted.
It's very exhausting.
You're exhausted. You're exhausted from that situation.
Because it's not necessary.
Well, it isn't. It isn't necessary. It isn't necessary. But the thing about it, then you have to bring up. See, look, that's another thing we talked about, and I think I was talking to a friend of mine today about the same thing we just said. Fear. You know, fear. And let me bring this to you all. I'm not saying in a religious way, you know what I'm saying, but I'm going to tell you, for God, you know, God does not give us a spirit of fear, but a power of love and of a sound mind. True fact. You know, a child is born. When a child is born with a heart of gold, the ways of the world does make his heart go cold. It's true because he's been turned down and turned over and turned around so many times. But the fact of the matter is that it's true because if you open your mind up, you know, a child is born, when a baby is born, it's only afraid of two things. Either falling, somebody catch him, or it's afraid of loud noise. Pow, boom, and the kid shakes and starts crying. But those are the only two things you're afraid of. But what enabled a person to be afraid of a relationship, they had to be into one to understand it. You had to be into a relationship and been tricked or been abused or been not done fair, in which your extension of being fair is you were in that relationship and it wasn't fair to you. It made you feel... It wasn't, because it wasted my time. So when you're in that relationship, it brings a certain amount of caution, a certain amount of fear.
Yeah, because now it's like...
Exactly.
I'm not willing to... you know, because like I said before in the beginning, and I stand on that. In the beginning, when I first see you, when I first meet you, when I first talk to you, I know where I'm going with this in the very beginning. It don't take me no time. I'm not one of those people who believes in, oh, he gonna grow on me. Ain't shit. You ain't a piece of mold. You ain't finna grow on me. No.
Yeah, exactly.
Either I like you or I don't.
Bottom line, that's the true fact. I want you to know period. That's the true fact. That's true fact.
Either I like you or I don't like
exactly.
you. I know that immediately. First date.
Exactly.
I know if there's gonna be a second date or a third date.
Of course, you know, a person knows that. You know,
so
you feel that.
I don't have to waste your time.
You don't have to waste mine.
I'm not gonna let you waste mine.
Exactly. Exactly.
I will not.
Yeah.
Because people were talking about, he could be a nice person, give him a chance. Chance my ass. He had a chance.
You had a
when
chance.
I met him, he
when you
didn't do
step
nothing
into
about
it, that's your chance right there.
Right, there
When you
was
step
no
into
chemistry, there
do
was
what you
no
do.
fireworks.
Do what you do.
You know if you like a person in the door. You know if you want to see him. You know if you want to have something more serious. You know if you just want to be their buddy. You know what you want. Stop wasting people's time.
I agree.
Don't be, dilly dallying. I don't have time to waste with you. Life is too short. I want to live every moment of this life that I can.
Man, I truly believe
I fought to be here.
I truly
I cheated death several times.
I truly, I say we get away with
Several
many things.
times.
We escape many things. We get away with nothing.
And I want to live life to the fullest. I want to do everything I can possibly do.
I agree.
Everything that's within my reach. I'm going to try that. Let's do that. Let's do it.
I
Whatever I
agree.
want to do when I want to do it.
I agree.
And people need to understand that it's not cool to be wasting people's time.
It's not. The thing about it is, and I must say this. Like go back to the situation, and when his friend was saying, "I want this, and I want this," one day I broke it down and said, "Well, what is it that you want, damn it?" And we were riding and we ate and riding. I want this and I want this and I want this and I'm tired of people doing me like this. And they didn't told me about all the situations.
Now remember at first I was totally on her side.
Oh, you were, yeah.
Because I could relate to what she was saying.
But I was saying
trying to be careful. And you were telling me, I was looking at it from the female perspective, and I knew how she felt. But
I said they didn't meet me yesterday. I said they didn't meet me yesterday. They've been knowing me. See? Remember I told you, I said, they didn't just meet me. They've been knowing me. They know what I'm capable of. When I tell you something, I'm going to do it. And I don't know that person. They might not. I know that person say it, bam, there it is. But that person say something, hey, there it is, man, hey. But when I called the shot, I said this. I said, I'm listening to all that BS and blah, 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 I heard all that.
And you like, all right, fuck it. Come on, let's do it.
That's what I said. I said, let's do it. I said, when? I said, well, damn it, how about now?
See?
Now, I said, you're damn right. Right now. Matter of fact, get tomorrow morning, come on with it.
Go get your stuff.
Then they freeze like a popsicle.
Like a popsicle.
Like a popsicle. Like lights went on, and there it was. Immediately, I said, I'm serious. Yeah, immediately. That's like you asked for $1 million. Hey, what do you want this knocking ticket to be $1 million? Oh, you're laughing. It's $1 million. Huh? Bam, check it.
Yeah.
There it is.
Stop.
There it is.
Stop dead in the track.
Don't bring me the bull shenanigans if you don't want the real shenanigan. You dig? That's real talk. Look here. One thing about it, I'll call a woman in a minute, though. If I deal with her, I'm going to call her ass out. I'll call her ass out. I'm in a position to call her ass out. Now, the thing about it, if she play with me, then, hey, goddamn, she ain't play no more. That's going to be her last play, and they playing with me. The fact of the matter, I'm going to tell her what it is, baby, hey, this what it is, this what it is, bam!
Just don't say you want something and you really don't.
Why not? You want to see if I can do it.
You would be better off saying, I don't really know what I want right now. I don't really know. That would be better to me than you lying.
Fact. That's fact. That's fact.
There ain't never a point you don't know what you want. You just want some fun.
No, it is a point.
Hold up. Let's stop that.
That's our producer
That's a lie.
speaking, y'all.
That's
a lie.
You know that was some
We
fun.
know. See, you're younger than we are.
No, that's not
that.
That's not it either. Let me tell you something. Because you get them the same age that he is right now, and they'll tell you one thing about it. The ones who made leaps and bounds, they'll tell you, well, I ain't got time for damn fun. I have enough fun later. I make fun. See one thing about it, I make fun. Fun don't just happen. Oh, we just say this pop. No, hell the hell it don't. I make fun. I want to let you all know that, goddammit. If goddamn right now I say, hey, look, you know what? We're going to throw a party in this motherfucker right now. Let's go down. I don't drink. Go get whatever that drink is. Everybody drinking. Get them bottles of champagne. Everybody go get me goddamn and I'm going to make it happen. I'm going to make fun. But the fact of the matter is what I want, I can have that anytime I want it.
Right.
But the fact of the matter is in a relationship, what I need from that individual, I need from them pure cooperation. Now, if they don't give me that damn cooperation, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to kick their ass to the curb, throw her ass out, and push her on the next one. Come here. What's your name? Okay, cool. That is
Consistency.
See, I'm not looking for. See, I'm gonna have fun no matter where I go.
Right.
You know
so fun is not.
Fun is not an option.
That's not an option.
What you need, what the option is, you want someone to be in your corner.
Especially when you get our age.
Yeah.
See, you can afford to have fun right now, but not really because you're a father.
Not really because you can't. You have kids. Yeah. Wait. Hold up. Let me explain that to you.
I'm telling you.
Let me explain that to you, and she is right. Let me tell you something. Kids change the game.
Yes, they do.
And I'll tell you, kids change the game because I am a bare witness to understand. I don't have any children. Hold up. So you don't know, okay, now let me stop you. Back up, and stop. Since you out there in TV land, you have children, right? Now tell me this, you be honest, and stop them lies. Because I know you have because you got your kids, but the fact of the matter, if you had to have them under a different circumstance, you would. So stop the bullshit. Now look, the fact of the matter is this. They don't draw nobody closer, they draw you farther apart. Because when Pookie, Susan, Nina, and Joey, little Joey over there get to crying, and you up here in a loving moment, she got to stop her ass and she got to go get that child.
Yeah.
Then, the fact of the matter is when you want to tell her something real personal and talk to her, here comes Junior, he done cut his damn toe. And then, he done tell you about what his teacher done told him. So, it does not drive you closer, it drives you farther apart. And the fact of the matter is that you have to be a strong, conscious individual. And so, your mind got to be constantly thinking. A man that has children can't do what a man that doesn't have children do. And I'll tell you that he can't do it because the fact of the matter is he has somebody in life he has to impress. He has to teach that individual what's happening in their life. He say, hey man, let me show you how this is done. That's the wrong way to do it. I don't want you to do that, son. All you do is touch it. I don't want you to do that, son. I want you to do it like this. You teach and you are a teacher then. You become an automatic teacher. That's what you become. You become a teacher. So you can't do things. You can't stay. You got a kid at home. You can't stay out all night long. And if you're a man, you don't want to give the wrong impression to your kids, and you're a woman, you don't want to give the wrong because you always have to be a teacher. So you have to do a certain thing at a certain time. If you're dating a person, you have to understand that as well.
Exactly.
You have to understand that as well. So the thing about it is not the fun part about it.
No, when you get older, you do know.
Yeah.
Some people might know when they're younger, but I just know that for sure. When you're older, you're supposed to know. Well, you're supposed to know what you're doing.
Well, my mother always said one thing.
When you're over 40.
My mother always said one thing about it. She said, I can tell you that you got old fools like you got young fools. And I didn't understand that until I got older. I said, you damn right. Because I find these people are 40 years old, like they're 12 years old. Don't know nothing, don't act like nothing. But I tell you, true.
I'm running in some old.
But I tell you, I tell you all this. On this note, I want to tell you, stay true to yourself. Above all things,
wasting people time.
Above all things, be true to yourself, man. If that's not what you want, man, hey, man, it's okay. It's okay to walk out the kitchen because it's too hot here. You don't want to be in that kitchen. Well, it's okay. Okay, that's okay.
We're coming to the end of our show, people.
Mm-hmm.
We want you to know that we are part of the NMG Podcast Network. If you have comments, questions, or concerns, feel free to call us at 872-307-3828. I got a couple of sponsors that I want to mention. Alpha Group Industries. Optimal service at all times. We supply all of your freight needs. You need some freight transported. You can reach us at email alphagroupindustries773@outlook.com or 708-907-3664. I have Don's Construction for all your construction needs. If you want to clean out, clear out, remodel, roof, paint, whatever. Total reconstruction. 708-735-9580. I have Kane's Medical Career Training. The lovely Mrs. Walker is the instructor. If you ever were a CNA or you want to be a CNA, Mrs. Walker can help you with that. You can reach her at area code 773-699-8819 or canesmedicalcareertraining.com, lowercase. Also, I want to mention OK's Sports Bar and Lounge. It's at 4736 West 147th Street in Midlothian, Illinois. Nice little small, family-oriented. Play hellified, good old school music. You'll love it. Okay. Got anybody you want to shout out to, Dondi?
I want to shout out to all the people who are watching the show. I want to tell you, next week is going to be a hell of a show. So just keep on watching. I guarantee you we got something great for you. See you next time.
Don't forget to hit that like, share, and subscribe button so you don't miss and I'll say it again, episode.
That's right.
Of the Dondi and DeVarreaux Show.
Mm-hmm.
Until next time, people, stay safe out there. Be vigilant, and when you're moving around, keep your head on the swivel because they carjacking people out here everywhere.
They heard you. And if it ain't broke,
don't fix it.
there it is.
Peace out.